right, Cassandra, good afternoon. Hello, my friend. How are you? How are you? I am here today, and I have something for us that we haven't had in a while. We've always worked with different stuff on our channel, so this time we've got something that we haven't had in a while, and we're going to work with it today. Let's see here. Make sure that we're up and running and that I can hear myself. Oh, yep. I heard myself loud and clear. How are you, my love? Hello, everyone. Lisa, Katina, hello, my loves. Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad to see you all. We've got a lot of things to do. I'm going to tell you guys where I was last week. I'm going to apologize for not giving you an advance warning that it was family vacation. It was our family reunion. And so I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Pigeon Forge with my family. And so I'm sorry that I wasn't here. And by the time I remembered, I was driving on the highway and I didn't let my people know I was going to be gone. So I apologize. And I hope to make up for it with this dirty mirror. All right, we are going to do a step-by-step how to glam out your mirror today. And if we have enough time, I think we do, we'll definitely have enough epoxy. I'm going to make a couple of personalized gifts for my my members. You can see there, Katina and Lisa, I'm going to make a specialized gift for them to send to them. So let's just hang in here and have some fun. Hi, thank you, Lisa. Hit the like button, subscribe, you guys. It's been. All right, so I only know how to clean mirrors really good with just plain water. My mom taught me that as a kid. It's the one thing that doesn't leave streaks. Some elbow grease, a towel that doesn't have a lot of fuzz in it, even though I'm using a paper towel, which does have fuzz. But mom taught me that the best way to clean a mirror and not have streaks in it growing up was just with plain water, elbow grease, because believe it or not, even, what's that stuff? Windex leaves streaks behind. This is a mirror that I had here at home. Oh, hey, there I am. And so we're just going to use it. It is not going to be perfectly clean. I see some streaks over here. But it will be better than the dust that was on it. So, okay. There's our mirror. We're going to set that to the side right now because you see we have our nasty mat out. Our nasty mat is out. And we are going to mix together some epoxy, which is the reason we have the nasty mat out. All right, so epoxy is the epoxy that I am using. My friends, my love, let me calm down because I feel like I'm rushing already. But the epoxy that I am using is a 2-to-1 epoxy mixture. I'll just wipe the inside of my jar out here, make sure that it's clean. We're going to do a 2-to-1 epoxy mixture. And so I am going to use all that I have left of the hardener. This stuff is getting old, and I bought this a while back. It's a this says that it is a 15-minute working time, a 1-to-1 ratio, and it dries to the touch in 3 to 4 hours. I bought it a while ago, and you can see how old it is. It's starting to yellow, so I'm just going to use it all to get rid of it. And this is the hardener. It should still be good, even though it is starting to yellow. But we definitely can afford to get rid of it and use it all. So I'm just going to pour in here to see what we have. Hopefully it will get us to an area of at least what we have for the second part. That takes us to 50 milliliters. If this is a 1-to-1 mixture, I am going to stop at 50. It looks like I'm going to use it all anyway. But let's just stop right there, and that gives us about nothing left. I threw the lid away thinking that it would all be gone, but that's pretty much gone. And then this will do the second half, which this creates the actual mixture. Yeah, that's starting to, look at that. It's starting to, what's that, crystallize. So yeah, this is about old. We need to get rid of it. And this should take us to 100 milliliters to complete this project. How was your guys' week and your 4th of July? Tell me. Did you do anything special? Did you have a good time? What did you do with your free time on Sunday? Oh, you better keep going. We got to get to 100 milliliters. It doesn't look like we're going to get there. We're slowing down right away. And we need to get to 100. Right now it's a little bit above 75. So let's cross our fingers here. Crossing our fingers. Just let it keep draining out. How's your weekend? Tell me what you guys did. I miss you guys so much. It seemed very weird not to be with you, but I will tell you. June said had a great time with her family. Oh, good. Good. That's where we were with. So we went to Gatlinburg, which was my first time being there. We stayed. It was our family reunion, and we had about 58 people, I think is what it was, all stayed in one large cabin, and that was extremely fun. And we have family from Texas, from New York, from Florida, from Indiana, all came out to participate in the family reunion. And man, when I tell you we had so much fun. Oh, DC, we had from DC, from Columbus, Ohio. We had so much fun. We were looking for bears because they say, don't feed the bears. The bears will be out. Don't feed them. And I saw 3 bears. I saw 3. A mama and her 2 cubs. Katina celebrated your birthday with a cold what? Oh, you had a cold. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I saw 3 bears, you guys. And then I went into the house because I was sitting. It was kind of early in the morning, maybe like 11. And I guess that's not early, that's late. But I was sitting out having a cup of coffee on the patio that overlooks this wooded area and looks up at the Smoky Mountains. And I saw 3 things. I saw these little brown spots walking up the mountain, or black spots walking up the mountain. And so I looked and I'm like, they're bears. They're the bears. And they were walking up onto the mountainside of some other units that were like ours, but on the other side. And I ran to go tell my family because everybody wanted to see the bears. And when they came out with their cameras and everything, they started yelling and screaming and stuff, like with excitement, but not with fear. And of course, the bears took off running real fast then. So we got it to go to 100. Great. We got it to make it. So we all jumped in our cars, right? We jumped in our car and we're like, we're going to go find these bears. Where did the bears go? Well, we never found the bears. But we did find the remnants of the bears because they ripped into the trash that people had left out. And you could see that they tore the trash up looking for food. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Oh, I love it, Lisa. Thank you. I just read your comment. Thank you for feeding for me. That's funny. All right, so we've got our two mixtures in there. We've got half and half, 50% of section A and 50% of section B. And so we're just going to stir them together until they mix. Look at how brown that section, that hardener was. It really turned brown. Good thing we're not using any clear. We're going to mix these with colors. So that's because that was really brown. I hope it sets up, but we'll see. This will be part one of this video. We'll do a second part next week to carry it on because we have to let the epoxy dry. But I'll show you what we're going to do. And Lisa and Katina, I need you guys to type in the chat your favorite color for me. Type in the chat your favorite color so that when we get to the extra end here, I can show you what I'm going to do for you. Okay, so yeah, then we were all like bear hungry, right? Everybody wanted to see a bear. We got to see a bear. So then we we went looking for them, never found them. Don't know where they went. Not sure what we were going to do if we had found them. But we went looking for them. That was fun too. And so that same day, we decided that we were going to go bear hunting, is what we called it. And we went into the Smoky Mountains on the loop trail. And you can see bears when you go on the loop trail, they say. Now, I'd say they say because when we got on the loop trail, it took us forever to get over there. It had been raining. And if you've ever driven in the Smoky Mountains, it is 2 lanes on the edge of the mountain with no guardrails. Hey, Valencia, glad to have you, honey. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Welcome to the classic family, baby. So the Smoky Mountains is 2 lanes on the side of the mountain with no guardrails. I was driving my mom's big old Escalade extended. I was nervous as heck trying to navigate those mountains with her big old truck. And then I also, we had to cross over a 1-lane bridge. That was a wooden bridge in the rain. I was so nervous, but we made it. We made it there. We made it back. We made it safe. We had so much fun. And we did see one baby cub out on that trail. It took us, the trail was 2-hour drive because of people slowing around. And we saw one baby cub, 1 elk, and a flock of birds and about 50 horses. And we counted everything because we were like, this better be worth it. So we counted all that we saw. But it was still fun. We had so much fun. Okay, so I am now pouring, not equal, but just pouring a little bit of each of this mixture into our cups, because now we are going to add some alcohol inks to it. The alcohol, or these are Bombay alcohol ink. It is pigment ink on this one. It's a little bit stronger and more pigmented than alcohol ink. And so we're going to add some black. And I'm going to move a little faster because this says that we only have a 15-minute working time. So please forgive me. I'm not going to be looking at the comments right now because we don't want our stuff to harden up on us. And we're going to add purple, or this is green. Purple and green are my favorite colors. So we're going to do this in purple and green, black and blue. And we'll add that to each one of these. Keep me up on what's happening here because I want to mix these in fast. Then I'm also going to add, to give it some shimmer, because this is what glams them up, I'm going to add some mica powder. Now, I believe that if I've sent you something, I usually send a mica powder in with every one. So you guys may have gotten one of these. Comment in the section if you received one of these from me, a mica powder. And I'm going to mix these together. Look at how pretty that is. The mica powder gives it that shimmer, and the Dr. Bombay or Dr. Martin's Bombay gives it that deep blue color. That's beautiful. Let's set that one aside. We're coming now. This is the purple. Where's my purple? I think this is the purple here. Purple's your favorite color too? I love purple and green together are my favorites. Alright, so we're mixing that together. However, I never wear purple. I only ever wear black and white, or every now and then I'll wear some red, but most of my wardrobe is black and white. Yep, it's starting to thicken up, you guys, so we need to move. Look at how deep and rich that purple is. I might put some more in there. We can't stop, though. We've got to go forward with black. Adding a little black here. I spilt a little, so we're going to clean that up as we go because mica powder does get on things. Mixing that in, mixing that in. That's gorgeous. Alright, there's that one. And then the green, we're not going to add mica powder to the green. We're just going to let the green be its clear green self now. There it is, right? I lied. We're not going to add green mica powder, though. We're going to add a little bit of this iridescent white to it. I just got to have that shimmer, you guys. It wouldn't be classy without the shimmer. So let's add some of that to it. Oh, yeah. Look at how that sets that up differently. See that? Look at that shimmer. I hope you can see it. All right. And this one, we're going to add a little bit of gold into it because gold just makes everything beautiful. And this time, I'm going to use some of this is Jacquard. This is an actual rich gold alcohol ink, and it's very potent, so you don't need a whole lot of it, but it will definitely add color to your mixture. It's very potent, so you don't need a lot of it. If you're working on projects, be careful with your gold. And there we go. How we doing? You guys okay? This is just an idea of what you can do with your alcohol inks. We are going to do a little bit with the white in a minute. I like to do the white last because the white gets real gummy real fast. I'm not sure why. Now remember I said I put out my bad mat because I'm not concerned about it getting damaged or hurt. And here we go. We're just going to start pouring our inks. This is actually a tray mirror. It has feet on the bottom of it, so you can use this as a tray in your house. I guess I should have. I didn't think about the mirror look reflecting into the. Let's see. How can we make this so you guys can see that? Let's change that light. I'm going to turn this light off. Let's turn this light off. I'm going to make it too dark for you guys, but the mirror is reflecting everything, including the light, and that doesn't make it fun for you to be able to see. There we go. Alright, so you can see everything, but that's cool. We'll keep going. You guys, you'll be here with me. You'll get it. You'll get it. I need some light, though. There we go. Let's do purple. And I know I'm dripping a purple on the side here. Oh man, that purple is gorgeous. Just bear with me. I know the strikes are going to make you crazy if you bear with me. You'll see what I'm going to do. We're going to do a little blue. I'm going to wrap that blue around. And I'm not worried about the drips because you're going to see what I'm going to do. We only have a little bit of green, so I'm going to rub the green right down the middle here. It's getting thick already. All right. And then we will take our gold. And I'm not going to pour the gold, although I made a lot of gold. I'm going to drizzle the gold here and there. Now, you know me, I always say, you can stop here if you want to. I'm not going to say that this time. You're not even anywhere near where you want to be. You're nowhere near where you want to be. So now I'm going to take, this is my little brush that comes with Mod Podge. If you ever buy a Mod Podge kit, you get this little brush. It's a silicone brush, so the epoxy won't stick on it. And I'm just going to run a design real light across it. Really light. And I'm going to let them mix and run. And I'm just blending things together with a really light touch. All right. Really light touch. Blending and moving. Just moving the epoxy however you want. Doesn't have to be uniformed. Just make sure that you keep a light touch on it so that you're not dragging it off the mirror. And I wish you guys could see this better because the reflection is killing it. But I'm just going really light touch on it. All right. Now I'm going to pour more epoxy on top of that. And I'm going to put this inside of this cup so it doesn't ruin anything. And we're just going to pour our epoxy out. Here we go with a little bit more gold, heavier gold. Go into the corners here. I want everything to be down the middle. Remember I said this is going to be a twofold, so you'll have to come back next week to see how we finalize this project. Now, epoxy moves by a couple of things, right? Epoxy moves by heat, air, and alcohol. And so we're going to put a little bit of each on there. Just bear with me. I know you're looking like, Sharon, this looks a hot mess. And it does. And it will until we finalize it. And when epoxy moves and starts to blend, you really never know what the project will look like. That's all of our purple. Let's do the rest of our green. I remember when you made the last thing that looked hot mess. And yes. Remember, thank you, Lisa. You're always so good to me. Tell them, yes, just hold in. It looks like a hot mess right now, but we're going to get it to go. And remember, it's art. So art is always subject to taste. Art is always subject to taste. All right. Let me see. Did you guys tell me what your colors are? Green is your favorite color, Lisa. And Katina said teal is her favorite color. Okay. All right. So we have that. Now, remember we said that epoxy moves by heat, alcohol, ink. So we're going to spray a little bit of that on here. And then we're going to move it with air. We'll just let it heat up. And as you see it heating up, it's starting to spread. Let me bring you in. See it thinning out and spreading. And we're going to move the mirror so that it can spread. All right, we've got it heated fairly well. Let's start moving it on our mirror here. I'm going to drag it a little bit more on some of the edges so they can... Oh, that's pretty. I'm just dragging my brush across it. My silicone brush helping to spread it out. And again, we don't want it too thin, but we do want it to... We want to see our colors, right? I'm going to move you guys back out so you can see. And we're going to break this black up. We've got a lot of that in there, so we'll break that up. And I think we can put a little bit more gold in it. Yeah, I definitely want to break this black up, but I'll show you what we're going to do for that. All right, so remember I said we had some left. We're going to wait for our whites. We're going to mix this in now with the white. And yep, that's getting warm, so we want to move faster. And using our piñata white. Oh, it's so shimmery. It looks almost like Mardi Gras, you guys. It looks Mardi Gras. This is our piñata white. Let's close that up. And mix this in. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay. My light is gone. I can't see if I'm getting any color in there or not. Takes a lot of white sometimes. I used all that up. Especially since this stuff was so yellowy looking. Let me get a little bit of white paint here. You can use some paint as well in your epoxy. It's thicker. But because this was so yellowy, I'm thinking using this paint will be better than trying to put in a whole bunch of alcohol ink. Yeah, that turned it white faster. Yep, that turned it white much faster. All right, and then we'll put a little bit of the white mica powder in it as well, because that'll give it some shimmer. And that will really make it stringy. So we're going to mix this up quickly, quickly, quickly. And let's just drip. See how that makes it so stringy? Definitely want to go down the middle here because we want to break that up. And for some reason, white epoxy doesn't like to sit, or it likes to sit on top of your design. So that's why I like to do it last, so that we can mix it in. And make our art. Now this is a abstract painting, if you would. Remember, this is just part one, so we got to come back next week to see how we finalize this, because we have to let this dry hard in order to move on to the next step. So don't give up on it yet. This is just the first section. We got a lot more to do to it. All right. And now to break down some more of it, I want to break this black streak down even more. See how powerful the black epoxy is? It really can take over a project. Man, that purple, you guys, is the bomb in there. I'm out of that purple. It is so pretty. That purple is so pretty. All right. And just a little bit more gold here and there. Trust me on this. This is a trust me project. This is a trust me project. You don't see it now, but you will see it later. And if we don't see it, guess what we'll do? Y'all know I'm not afraid to say, oh, it didn't work out. We'll throw it out. But I think you will see it. We'll use all of our epoxy on this baby. And that black did not break up at all. We're not going to add any more black to it, that's for sure. Okay, that's done with this one. We don't need this anymore. Sticking to my hand. That's done. We got gold in it. I'm going to break that up down here with this little bit of gold down here. All right, that's done. Now, I'm going to move this out the way, and I'm going to put my last level of heat on it. With my torch. And this will help me pop any bubbles. It'll also add some heat to it and move the epoxy. Also, be careful because it is a mirror. You don't want to get it too hot and pop it. But this will definitely help move the epoxy around as well. Epoxy is self-leveling, so it will level itself out. And try not to hold your torch in one spot too long because you can burn the epoxy. So you just want to move it around and let it sit or let it move the epoxy, warming it up, which causes it to move. And at this point, we're popping bubbles. Okay. I take my gloves off when I'm working with the torch because I don't want the plastic to even get an opportunity to touch and melt. And now I'm going to move the epoxy around. I'm going to put my gloves back on. And just hold my mirror until my epoxy starts moving. And it's moving slow. That tells you how thick it is. What's CST? Oh, Central Time. Okay. Let's let the epoxy move. And I think we got all our bubbles popped, you guys. It's moving slow, so that tells you how it's starting to set up already. All right, it's setting up already. And I'm going to streak it with my finger. Just here and there. Ooh, that's pretty. Turn it around and streak this way so that everything is not one direction. This gives it some dimension to it. And when we come back with our round next week, things will be settling. All right. Okay, so my loves, this is it for this part. Right? This is it for this part. You gotta come back next week to see how we finalize this out. But this is it for this part. So I'm going to set this aside so it can start to dry. And because I have epoxy left over, I am going to create 2 keychains for, what time is it? Oh, good. We're doing good. We're doing good on time. We're probably not doing so great on the epoxy hardening, but we're doing good on time. So I saw green and teal were the colors that Lisa and Katina like. Let me get the green and teal. Oh, do I have teal? I don't know. Do I have teal glitter? Should be. I think that's it. Let's see. There, and then I'm getting the green, you guys. Hold on. Hold on. Don't leave me. Green. And where's my other green? Hold on. All right. Here I am. Okay, we're going to do some little keychains here with the rest of our epoxy and the rest of our time together. So I'm going to take this off. How you guys doing? My truck is gray if you're doing a keychain. Oh, you want gray if we're done. Okay. Let's do a little keychain for you. And I'll go get gray instead of green. I think I have some gunpowder gray. And Katina said teal. And I will send these out to you guys. And I need to send, you guys know I didn't get a chance to send Cold Pepsi her thing last week. Because we left before I could get to the post office. So I need to get that to her too. It's all done and ready to go. I just need to get it packaged up and shipped out. Alright. I got mica powder all over my arms. That stuff is so light and airy. So what else has been happening with you guys? What else has been happening? Okay, there are little blanks. And I am hopeful that I can get this to move because it has been sitting more than 15 minutes. So hopefully it hasn't set up or set up. But let me get the gray glitter. All right. All right, my loves, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's see what I threw away by accident here. Something fell in the garbage. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of, we don't need a whole lot, so we're going to mix a little bit of the Sailor Moon, my daughter's collection. This is actually a black gray. You don't need a lot of it. I think that might have been too much. We're going to use some of the gunmetal from my daughter's collection. We still have tons of this. We'll put that in there. Again, we don't need a lot of it. And for the green, we're going to use some green. This is emerald. And then for this side, we're going to use a little, I think this is teal. Oh, no, we don't need green. We need teal. So for the teal, here we're going to use this. That's teal. And then I have this one, which is another teal. Just a little bit in each one. Come on, Sharon, get it out so we can get going. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's setting up, but I think we still can work with it. It might be good. It might be good that it's set up this amount, because then it won't run all over the place, right? So this is what you do if you have extra epoxy. Use it for little things, little gifts like this. Don't try not to throw it away if you can help it. Use it for extra little gifts. People love little things, and we're going to put their names on them and send them to our members. So I love not being able to throw these away and blessing people with my little epoxy. You see how thick that got? All right, yeah, we're going to need a little bit more in this one. I'm so sorry that I'm not reading the comments. I'm trying to move as fast as I can to get this to work and not completely set up before it thickens out. And it is thick, baby. It is thick. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to spread. Oh, it's warm. My glove touched that and I could feel it being warm. Spread this out onto here. We put the glitter and it made it even warmer. We'll put some heat on it and that should help it reduce, but at least let me get it spread out onto here before I heat it up. Okay? Because it does not want to work with me as well as it would normally. Oh, yeah, look at how tight that is. Okay, let me get this one for Lisa put on here before we lose it completely. Putting a little heat on it. When you put heat on it, it makes it warmer, but it gives you a little bit more working time. A little bit more working time, and that's not enough. So I'm just going to put Lisa's in this. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to dip some out. It's almost like honey now. Right now, it's almost like working with honey. Oh, jeez. Almost like working with honey right now. It's sticky and drippy. There we go. And that's why I have on gloves, because it is sticky and drippy. And this is going to be fine too, you guys. Trust me on this one. All right. I'm not going to be able to work with these because it's too hard. It's gotten too, let me take these gloves off because it's set up too much. But it's better. All right, that caused it to move a little bit. So let's see if I can, oh, I only have one glove. Okay, let's see if we can get this to spread a little bit better. I'm going to move that away from there. Yeah, that spread a little better. And let's take this from this end and move that so it doesn't get stuck in the stuff there. And then what we'll do now, since I know that it's spread and it's better, I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand. And I'm going to drop a little bit of this onto the bottom of the, this is just to make it look, I don't know, it doesn't have to be on here, but I think it's cute when you have dimension to it. And we'll do the same for the one for Lisa. Take a little bit on my hand and drop it on. Alright, loves, there we have it. That's all we can do with that. Let me scrape the edge there. Let that dry now. Let's push that up on there. I might have to do some sanding on them to make sure that they're smooth. Normal epoxy or other epoxies that I've worked with have a longer working time. This particular epoxy has a short working time because it says that you'll be able to touch them in 15 minutes or in, in 2 to 3 hours or something like that. So it definitely hardens up fast. But here's part one of our little epoxy keychains. And we will get their names cut out and put on them next. Well, I'll do it offline and then I'll show you how it looks next week and we'll get it shipped over to them. They're going to be so cute. All right. How we doing? That's what Lisa said. Put heat on them. I got it, baby. I put it on there. I put the heat on them. I definitely put some heat on them. And I'm going to pop the bubbles, if any, so let's do that. Well, my little torch. There we go. Okay. So that will pop any bubbles if there are. We will let these dry. And I am all done. Look at how that is. Look how thick that is. Can you see that? This all can go into the garbage. Because we are done with epoxy. I'll let this dry inside of here and then I can just crack it out of there. But we had enough, I guess, to do another keychain if we really wanted to fight with the epoxy. I don't. So that's it. Valencia, you are so welcome. We are going to, I'm glad to see you here. Thank you. This is your first time, you said, right? Yes, hello. How is everybody? Where's my light so y'all can see me? I'm working in the dark so the mirror don't shine on y'all. All right, we'll let these dry and we will finish them next. I'll show you the finished product next week because they need to dry all the way and then I'll put the name decals on them. Then I'll put another round of epoxy, but I may do UV epoxy for the second round. And then I'll make sure that the back is nice and pretty and do epoxy on that as well. And ship them out to my ladies. Ship them out to my members. All right. So what else y'all got going on this week? What's coming up? What's coming up? What's hot? What's happening? I got to go back to work tomorrow, so I'm going to be acting like I don't know what to do. I'm going to act like a new employee on my way back to work tomorrow. I've been off for the last, how long have I? I've been off since last Thursday, or no, since Thursday, June 29th. So I had a really good long amount of time away from work, and actually away from home too, so. But now I got to go back to being responsible. Back to being responsible. I'm trying to get all this epoxy and glitter off my hand. So I need to go take care of that. Katina, you're working on orders. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. That's what we have to do. Love it, love it. I am, let me see. I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok or not, but on TikTok I show a lot of my paper crafts. Things that I do with paper. And I've been working on a new template that I've been designing. It's a cake top template. It's shaped like a circle. And it's a shaker. and I put that template out today. You're good, sis. I know things are, Katina, I know things. You're fine. You're fine whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. I did start it for you, so once you're ready, then we'll be able to move a little bit faster. But whenever you're ready, baby, no hurry, no problem. Let's see. Tell me the newbie about. Oh, Lisa, I love you. So Valencia. We do have a membership on our channel. It's like $4.99, I believe. I try really hard to post things that I do not share on this channel, on the live, or on TikTok. I give a lot of behind the scenes about things that's going on. However, I will admit that this past week or past couple weeks I've been poor on that. And then the $4.99 really just covers shipping for things that I send to you guys. So like you saw me doing these 2 little keychains. I'll do these for the members that we have, and then I'll just send them to them because I love crafting. It is a relief for me, and because I love doing it, I end up with tons and tons of stuff. And instead of keeping the things around the house for me or to throw away, I ship them and give them to members. So that's what the membership is. Would love to have you to be a part of the membership, or anybody else that's listening on the live. But no pressure. No pressure. We just love having you here. Just love having you here. I would ask that you like and maybe comment so that I can get brought up in the algorithm for YouTube. Thank you, Lisa. So I'll give you one last look at what we got going on. You got to come back next week to see what happens. Round 2. And I'm just going to show you really quick how our keychains are setting up. Really, I mean, they're setting up faster than I thought they would. But let's look at them one more time, and then we'll say, see you next time. Here are our keychain babies. Let's pull these back into, they're setting up pretty cool. I'm not going to touch them because as soon as I touch them, it'll be my luck that they'll, they'll leave the fingerprint there. And I'll get our mirror, which is also setting up pretty cool. That's how that's looking right now. That's like wall abstract for real. That's wall abstract. And I see a couple of bubbles that have surfaced to the top, so I'm going to pop those with my torch. I do not want bubbles in it. And I'm glad I looked at it to see that those bubbles have surfaced up. So we'll just pop it with the torch one more round here. What is that? I think something got into there. What is that right there? It is. Where did that come from? I don't know. All right. There we have it. That is definitely abstract. But we're not done. I keep saying that. One of them looks purple. Well, it's probably yours. It's probably yours, but it's not. It's actually gunmetal gray, and yeah, but I bet it's the light that's flashing on it, making it look purple. This is the black one, or gray and iridescent black, and this is the purple or the green or teal. But it's definitely not purple. It's probably just the camera and the way the hues are shining off of the camera onto so you can see it. But it is definitely not purple, love. I wouldn't do you like that. I wouldn't do you like that. You told me gray because your car is gray. So I got as close to gray as I could get for you. You can find me on TikTok under Classy Shade Designs. You can find me on under Classy Shade Designs. Most and all my Instagram, social media is either Sharon Tucker Classy Shade Designs or just Classy Shade Designs. Yep, that's how you find me. That is where I am. That's pretty. This is really Mardi Gras. I think I'm going to do some kind of Mardi Gras on this mirror. It's really pretty. It's really Mardi Gras looking though. Very Mardi Gras. All right, my loves, are there any more questions? If not, I will see you next Sunday when we continue part 2 of our mirror, and I will also show you the results of our little keychains that we're making. Until then, I want you to stay classy, and I'll see you in our next video. Be sure to go find me on TikTok, Classy Shade Designs, and follow me there. Love you guys. I missed you so much last week, but I am glad we're back together. Stay classy, loves. Bye.